49 verse 20, and we're going to look at Asher. Bread from Asher shall be rich, and he shall yield royal dainties. Asher Sheminah Lakemo Vehu Yitin Ma Adani Melech. So it translates literally from happy, riches, bread, and he shall give delicacies or delight, king. That's how all those words translate down. So my translation would be, from happy bread you will be rich, and he shall provide king's delicacies. And that's actually what happened to him. He was born in Genesis 30, verse 12 and 13. It says, Leah's servant Zilpah bore Jacob a second son, and Leah said, happy am I, for women have called me happy. So she called his name Asher. So that's happy. Okay. And it also means go straight, like as an arrow flies. And there's not much ties to Asher elsewhere in the Bible, except one place that sticks out in my mind, and it's when Christ came. Does anybody remember that connection? Asher. Okay. There were two people waiting for Jesus at the temple. Simeon
and another lady.
Anna of the tribe of Asher. Right. She's waiting to be happy when she sees the child. Okay. This land that Asher had way up on top there, that green, was a very fertile land. And in 1 Kings 4, 7-15, it says that they got delicacies from this land and provided them to King Solomon.
Isn't that Israel now, today?
It don't go up to Sidon, and I don't think it even goes up to Tyre. I think it's just south of Tyre, which is right here. I think it goes from Dan. Part of it goes to Dan, and you got Mount Hermon right here. But it kind of, I think, don't go to Tyre. I think it goes like right down in here somewhere today. And they're right now fighting up, that's Lebanon up in there. So they're up there trying to fight the Hezbollah and all that. So what constellation do you think would depict Asher, who provides dainty royalties and stuff to the kings?
Scepter.
That's close. Leo is going to be Judah. I mean, there's no way around that one. I'm sorry. Scripture flat out underlines that one, and I'm very, very confident Leo is.
I thought it was a king.
Judah.
Lion represents king.
Well, most people put this as Virgo. So let me expound on this one, because this is, I told you I was going to do Judah and Leo. Virgo is represented by a woman holding a branch in her right hand, some ears of corn in her left hand, and she's given a twofold testimony of the coming one. And coming one in Hebrew means bow. Okay? And you'll see that come out here in a minute. The name of this sign in Hebrew is Betula. It means virgin. In Arabic, it means branch. And they're connected. Just like when you go to Latin and you say Virgo, it's a virgin, but Virga means branch. It's a play on that word. And the brightest star in this constellation, that's what it would look like if you just looked up at the sky. And here's how to find it. It's real easy to find. Everybody knows where the Big Dipper is. You come off the Big Dipper and you arc off the handle to Arcturus, that's Boetis, and then you keep going, and the next big one is Spica.
The point of Big Dipper, isn't that the North Star?
Well, the North Star comes off the handle and it goes up to the Little Dipper handle.
Yeah.
So the Little Dipper handle is the North Star, I think. But anyway, this is easy to find. And right now, if you go out and look, the horizon, it's to the north. The Big Dipper's kind of looking like this right now, but the Big Dipper spins around. So you'll see it at different positions. But anyway, if you look north, you'll go out and see Arcturus. Just come off the hill and you'll see Arcturus. But Spica is below the horizon yet. She's got to come all the way around the earth. You'll see her after morning. Or later on in the morning anyway. Anyway, these names that are given to each one of these constellations expound on the constellation. And for instance, Semek means the branch. It's also known as Spica. So that word known right there is named the branch. And it's the seed. And you could tie these to numerous scriptures in the Bible, like Jeremiah 23:5 says, "Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will raise up for David a righteous branch." Zechariah 3:8, Hear now, O Joshua the high priest, you and your friends who sit before you, for they are men who are assigned. Behold, I will bring my servant the branch. In Zechariah 6:12, behold, the man whose name is the branch, for he shall branch out from this place. And then Isaiah 4:2, in that day the branch of the Lord shall be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the land shall be pride for honor and survivors of Israel. So if you look at these stars, there's another star called Yahweh, and it means glorious or beautiful, which is just what I read in some of those connecting verses. The star in the arm is called Al-Meradim, which means he shall come down. Then the matrix up there means the sun or the branch or he who comes, bow, if you will. And then you have decans that are associated with this particular constellation called Coma. She pictured the Virgin holding the desired son. You have a centaur that depicts two natures of Christ, and he's piercing the wolf. And Bootes or Boetez is picturing Messiah. He's the one that has the sickle for the harvest. Okay. Now the brightest star in the horse's foot is Tolimon, and it means herefore or hereafter, marking him as the one which is, which was, and is to come, the Almighty. Okay. And
how does that fit in with our verse?
Because it all pictures Jesus. He is the mighty one. He's the one that's coming. He's the desired son. He has two natures, God and man. He's going to be born of the Virgin. That's where Virgo comes in. And all of these stars I'm naming just picture his attributes. Okay. Al-Katurups, which means the branch or treading underfoot. And then you have other ones in Boetez. Okay, that's where Arcturus is. Remember when you come off the Big Dipper, the first big star is Arcturus. He has names in his constellations like Merak, which means coming forth, Izar, the preserver, guarding. You got Mufrid, which he who separates. You can see all these names up there in that star. You got Nakar, which is in the neck, and it means the pierced. Jesus was pierced. Okay, he's the coming judge. So all of these stars, when you look them up, will actually show you Christ in them, in the understandings. Okay. Revelation 14, 15, and 16 says, I looked and behold a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and his hand a sharp sickle. So we can see how that's being depicted there. Telling about Christ coming. Okay. So This one, I kind of want to spend a little time on the stars, and I still didn't do it justice, but you know, all of these have these in them. I'm not going to point out a lot of the stars and stuff in them, just Virgo and Leo. But his banner is going to have on it either a tree, because trees are straight, righteous, like tamar, palm trees, and then you also have like a table with dainties and royalty stuff on it, because that's what he did. He provided royalties for the king. So that's the constellation Virgo.